Ultra-Processed People, Why Do We All Eat Stuff That Isn't Food, and Why Can't We Stop? By Dr. Chris Van Tulleken is a compelling exploration of the modern food industry and its impact on our health. Through the lens of scientific inquiry and personal experience, Van Tulleken delves into the concept of ultra-processed foods, UPFs, which are foods that have been significantly altered from their original form, often with added chemicals, preservatives, artificial flavors, and sweeteners. The book examines the pervasive presence of these foods in our diets and the way they influence our bodies, minds, and societies. With a mix of humor, research, and cautionary tales, Van Tulleken urges readers to reconsider their food choices and explore the consequences of consuming too many ultra-processed products. Here are lessons from the book. Number 1. Definition and impact of ultra-processed foods, UPFs. Van Tulleken clearly defines ultra-processed foods as those made from ingredients that wouldn't normally be found in a home kitchen, such as artificial flavorings, preservatives, and emulsifiers. These products often contain high levels of sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats, which are engineered to be addictive. Number 2. Health consequences. A significant portion of the book focuses on the health implications of consuming ultra-processed foods. Van Tulleken discusses how UPFs contribute to a range of chronic conditions, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even mental health issues, as they can negatively affect the gut microbiome and hormone regulation. Number 3. Addiction to ultra-processed foods. The book explores how food companies use scientific techniques to design products that trigger pleasure centers in the brain, making people crave them. This leads to an addictive cycle, where consumers find it hard to resist these highly engineered foods, despite knowing their negative health consequences. Number 4. The rise of ultra-processed foods in the global diet. Van Tulleken examines how ultra-processed foods have taken over diets worldwide, particularly in Western countries, but also in emerging economies. These foods are often cheaper, more convenient, and more heavily marketed, leading to their widespread adoption, even in developing nations. Number 5. The role of the food industry. The book critiques the food industry's practices, highlighting how companies prioritize profit over public health. These businesses often lobby against regulations that could help curb the consumption of unhealthy products, while simultaneously investing heavily in marketing to keep consumers hooked on their products. Number 6. The social and environmental impact. Van Tulleken expands the conversation beyond personal health, considering the environmental and societal effects of ultra-processed foods. He touches on how industrial food production contributes to environmental degradation and how the exploitation of global agricultural systems has led to inequality and a lack of access to healthier food options. Number 7. Personal experiment and anecdotes. In a thought-provoking section of the book, Van Tulleken recounts his own experience of living on ultra-processed foods for a month. This personal experiment gives readers a vivid and relatable account of how these foods can affect one's health, mood, and energy levels. Number 8. The politics of food choice. The book discusses how the availability of ultra-processed foods is influenced by global trade policies and governmental food regulations. It suggests that food systems are skewed in favor of highly processed products, making it difficult for individuals to make healthier choices without more systemic changes. Number 9. Suggestions for change. Despite the bleak outlook on the dominance of ultra-processed foods, Van Tulleken offers hopeful advice on how individuals can begin to reclaim their health. He stresses the importance of awareness, as well as small, incremental changes in diet. He also advocates for better food policies that prioritize whole foods and support sustainable agricultural practices. Ultra-Processed People is an insightful and eye-opening book that sheds light on the powerful forces shaping our modern diets. By highlighting the dangers of ultra-processed foods and urging readers to rethink their eating habits, Dr. Chris Van Tulleken offers a wake-up call that is both timely and important for anyone concerned with their health and well-being.